The 2K Sports pregame show.
Welcome to 2K Sports, everybody. Thanks for joining us. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, and Kenny the Jet Smith. Our game tonight featuring the Cleveland Cavaliers as they go up against the Brooklyn Nets. Looking at the Nets, it's been a rough ride for them so far. We're a decent ways into the season now, and they're still stuck on one win. They've got nowhere to go but up. At least they can say that much. Well, the Cleveland Cavaliers were able to put up a great fight against the Warriors last year in the finals, even while shorthanded. Kenny, if they are healthy come playoff time this season, how far can they go?
They could be the favorites. You know, LeBron James' efforts last year was unbelievable. But you couple that with a healthy team. They only had a 7-man rotation in the finals, and they remained very, very competitive.
You know, Ernie, it's a long season. A lot of things can happen, and, you know, we said the same thing last year. But if Cleveland Cavs can stay healthy, yes, they can go all the way and possibly win it. But they have to be healthy, Ernie.
Boy, LeBron had to do so much during those playoffs. Was he just asked to do too much?
Well, you know, he's that type of player. He's a great player. And, you know, a lot of people could try to compare him to Mike, but he's a lot like Magic, and, you know, he keeps everybody involved. And, you know, the others have to come through. You know, Kenny and I have been in finals where the others have won the finals for us.
Even the top cars run out of gas, Ernie.
What if they're electric?
Out of gas.
What if they're electric? Got them, Ernie.
What if they run out of juice?
They run out of juice.
Oh, okay.
Still got to plug them in, baby.
That does it for us for now. Thank you for tuning in, and we will see you later.
Thought you were on my side, Ernie.
I'm not. I mean, I am.
Cavaliers have an Eastern Conference contest on their hands as they prepare to defend their home court here at the Quicken Loans Arena in Cleveland. The excitement of the NBA is on the way. This is Kevin Harlan. Joining me, Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and courtside Doris Burke. And, of course, Mike Dunleavy, who's looking to find his niche with his new team.
You know, I'm really excited about seeing how this team is going to evolve since the trade. I mean, he's the guy that can end up being a key player for him down the stretch.
No doubt about it. I mean, there are some guys you win with and some guys you win because of. And when you look at him, though not a superstar, he's the type of player that they've been missing and can really, I think, help this team come together.
All right, let's set the floor, courtesy of Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. So for Brooklyn now, Scola out there with Brook Lopez. Then it's Jeremy Lin. And it's Hollis Jefferson in at the 3. And the hope for Jeremy Lin last season was that he'd take a step forward in his development, but it almost was the opposite in this play.
And that can happen. You don't always go a straight line north in your improvement in this league. He'd been on an upward swing as far as his shooting accuracy, but last season was the worst since his rookie year in that area.
A moment to check in with Doris Burke. Doris?
I had a chance to talk with the head coach for Brooklyn. I asked him if there was an X factor in this game, a player they couldn't forget about, and he said it would have to be Tristan Thompson, the power forward out of Texas. He said Thompson is still developing from a skill standpoint, but his motor is really off the charts. You always have to find him and get a body on him when the shot goes up because the guy never takes a play off. Guys, they've been forewarned. We'll see if they take it to heart.
Great. Thanks for the report, Doris. Now here's Love. 13 points from him the last game against Charlotte.
Yeah, and he also did a great job on the backboards, Kev, and that also was a factor.
Shot clock at 3. They grab their own miss, and it's Thompson with the jam.
And the defense out of position on that possession, which allowed for him to get that offensive board.
Well said. Yes, he did. You're right, Greg. That's a tremendous jam on the putback.
What a great nose for the basketball he has, and such a strong finisher as well.
Lopez sets a screen for Lin. They set the pick. He kicks it to Scola. Out of bounds. Cleveland takes possession.
That's a major mental mistake. I mean, there's no other way for me to describe it. He didn't know where he was on the court. That's a basic fundamental. You have to be alert to where you are.
The Cavaliers have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. The screen from Thompson. James kicks to Smith. Thompson dishes to Love. And the shot no good, a bit short.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Here's Kilpatrick. He had an 18-point outing in their last game against the Thunder in Oklahoma City.
Yeah, not to mention the 4 big steals on the night, getting after it on both ends.
Now here's Lopez. It's a 3-point game, and that one's good.
And when the size advantage is as big as it was there, I mean, that's exactly what he's supposed to do in that situation.
First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes play. There's the pick. Kicks to Irving. No one near him. That falls. Big assist by Love.
Just reliable, guys. He's just always trying to make the right play.
Moving against Lynn. Feeds to Scola. And the rejection by Love. There's Lynn with the 3. The Cavaliers pull it in. Defeated by the Hornets in their last game. They'll try to put that one behind them.
Yeah, major problems at the charity stripe in that game. They just could not convert their free throw.
And that makes it hard to win, especially on the road. You get a chorus of about 20,000 yelling at you every time you put one off the rim. Boy, that's got to wear on you.
And here is James after Jeremy Lin hitting 3. LeBron kicks to Irving. Stolen by Jeremy Lin. To the middle. Here's Lopez. Score the basket. His second of 2 attempts.
Well, Merry Christmas. I mean, that was a freebie.
After the Nets' big moves the past couple years, they were looked at as an older team, but you break it down, and you know, Greg, they're not as old as you think.
Actually had the 5th youngest team of anyone in the postseason. And so, though they seem older just because so many of their players had playoff experience or came into the league at a young age.
Here's Lynn, following the basket by Brook Lopez. Lynn the pass to Scola. Can't get it to go. He's taken 2 and missed 2. Always going up for the alley-oop here. And finished off by LeBron.
Boy, the prettiest play in basketball to me. Executed to perfection.
I don't think we're going to get an argument there. Everybody loves the alley-oop.
No doubt about it, unless you're the donkey. Because if you're the dunker, it's great. I don't necessarily appreciate somebody slamming one on the top of my head.
Well, you got to get out from under the hoop if you want to stay away, if you want to stay out of the poster.
Trevor Booker, he's checked in now for Luis Scola. Here's Kilpatrick, and he can be counted on to put some points on the board every night. He's averaging right around 13.5 points a game. Out of bounds, Cleveland takes possession.
And, you know, for the Nets, the roster's average age is about 2 years younger at the end of the 2015 season than where they were at the end of 2014. They made a point to get younger.
And the Cavaliers making a change here. Fry's checked in. The Cavaliers have gone 50% from the field to this point, 4 of 8. Irving kicks to Love. After 2 misses to start the game, he's on the board with that shot made.
And even though the Nets were younger last season, they were tough in tight games, playing really like a bunch of veterans, and went 10-2 on the year in games decided by 3 or fewer points.
So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
It is. I mean, no reason to back off and give him the layup. I mean, much better off making him go to the line.
And you just look back over the career of LeBron, and you have to say he's an all-time great already. I mean, the numbers are there, the multiple championships, some already calling him the best small forward to ever play the game.
And the first one goes. And you just look at LeBron, Clark, in a historical context. Last season, he became the first player since Bill Russell and his Celtics to make it to the NBA Finals 5 consecutive years.
Boy, I tell you what, this says even more about LeBron, that whenever he leaves a team, they miss the playoffs. And no matter what team he's on, they're favorites to win their conference.
Both shots good from the stripe.
And it's strange to think that early last year, all the talk in the media was about the in-house fighting on the Cavs. It goes to show just how much better things are for a team when they're winning.
Now, here is Ford. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against the Thunder in Oklahoma City. Here's Vasquez. Randy Foye is on the way. Out of bounds, Cleveland takes possession.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
Cleveland leading by 4. Now Shumpert. Looking at his point production, he averages almost 8 points a game. LeBron, left side. Here's Fry. Clock at 6. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him. Well, as rough as the Cavs might have started the season, Clark, they were all at peace near the end. Things turned around certainly after the All-Star break. Had their amazing playoff run, great momentum, and that confidence showed every game they played.
Really did, and I thought the big three found a way to come together nicely and smooth out the rough spots, and James, Irvin, and Love ended up being the highest scoring trio in the league last year. You know, Channing Frye signed a 4-year, $32 million contract in 2014, and in the very first leg of that contract promptly had his worst season in 5 years. In fact, he even lost his starting job along the way.
He hits the second from the line. We're talking about Channing Frye last year. The three-point shot still there for the second straight season, Greg. He hit the second most threes among power forwards again, landing in back of Kevin Love.
Yeah, and offensively fine, but that defense, Kevin, was not there. And Frye was neither quick enough or aggressive enough to stop anyone. And you know he has the talent. It's up to him. He's got to dig a little deeper if he really wants to realize his potential.
And the first timeout called of the game for Brooklyn. They come into this one following a loss to the Thunder.
And that was one that just got out of control for them. And when the lead got big, it almost seemed as if they just mailed it in.
Yeah, it appeared to me as well that they kind of gave in. And I understand it's hard to try to come back, but you've got to show more fight than they did.
Now here's Vasquez. Pointed by Shumpert. And again, no good by Brooklyn. And now here comes Williams leading the break. Robinson with the block. And the foul on Mo Williams. That is his first foul of the game. Here's Ford. And looking at his production, he averages a little more than 7 points a game. Down low and stolen by Frye.
Active hands prevented an easy bucket that time.
Here's Shumpert. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
No question about it, Greg. I mean, a ton of contact and a good call by the officials.
And last year's midseason trade had to feel good to Iman Shumpert. Toiling away in New York, injured, uninspired. Boy, did he find new life in Cleveland. Of course, playing next to LeBron can do that for you.
And for Shumpert last year, Clark, he added the defense and athleticism on the wing that Cleveland so desperately needed.
Yeah, he sure did, Kevin. And he also became a facilitator of all things. I mean, you wouldn't expect that from him, but he averaged over 3 assists a game, easily the best mark of his career.
Good point.
And Iman Shumpert, more athlete than player when he entered the league. 42-inch max vertical, shoulders carved like Michelangelo. But he had a long way to go in terms of his skill set. And you can see that evolution right before your eyes.
Another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively so far.
Yeah, and I think we're going to see them operating a lot of their offense from the interior today.
And the dunk by James.
Phenomenal alley-oop slam right there, guys.
They're taking advantage, Clark, of a team that looks lost out there.
Guys, this one is threatening to get really ugly.
Nets trail by 7. And talking about Iman Shumpert, he seemed to learn from working with LeBron and Kyrie last year.
Yes, Shumpert was brought over for his defense, clearly, but as a bonus, his offense improved and got better. Now let's see if he can build on that going forward.
4 on the shot clock. And stolen by James. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. And here's Bennett. Foy with it. Robinson a screen on Williams. Foy with it. Williams picks him up. The 19-foot shot. Can't get it to fall, and he's missed the second after making his first. And here's the fast break. He lobs it up and finished off by Shumpert.
Such a strong finisher on the fast break.
And Greg, I love the fact he's always in control. Even though he's going at breakneck speed, he still maintains his body control.
Nets trail by 9. And Foy kicks to Robinson. Booker in the post. Working on James. Puts it up from 12. No good from Booker. Cavaliers have gone 7 of 13, just over 50% from the floor. Some good looks. Williams dishes to Jefferson. Back to Williams. Outside Jefferson. They set the screen. Shumpert, no good. For Brooklyn, they've gone 5 of 12 from the field since the opening tip. To the right side. There's the pass to Bennett. Outside Robinson. 6 to shoot. Foy from long range. It's rebounded by Richard Jefferson. Cleveland leading by 9. And he's going up for the alley-oop. And Shumpert slams it in.
And there are more points tacked on here to the early lead.
And it's a nice lead as well. I mean, it's no mystery how they've done it. They're attacking the basket.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time getting the lid off the basket so far. You know, the Nets really kind of drifted along for the first part of last season, treaded water, but after the All-Star break, they stepped on the gas, put themselves right back in the playoff picture.
Now a timeout called by Brooklyn. And as the coaches go to the clipboard to outline their strategy during the timeout, the players getting a chance to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's key to staying fresh all the way to the final whistle.
And Kevin, it really is. And every one of these players knows it. They're all making sure to stay hydrated. It's impossible to play your A game if you're not getting enough to drink, especially towards the end of games when the physical toll of a long contest really starts to add up.
Dunleavy's check in for the Cavaliers. Foy with it, working on Williams. And it's Foy missing. As you mentioned, the Nets were great after the break, had the 3rd best record post-All-Star break in the East.
Yeah, and how about winning 13 of their first 22 after the break? And sometimes with a new coach and system, it takes a while to kind of figure things out. And that seemed to be the case with the Nets last year. Well, you have to like their work on the boards, Kevin, particularly here to start the game.
Yeah, I like the way they're setting the tone, really playing with a lot of energy here at the start.
Now, here is Foy. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. And Shumpert kicks to LeBron. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
And a huge lead here early to start.
Boy, you know, right from the tip, there's not anything they haven't done well so far.
Nets trail by 13. Now here's Vasquez. Robinson a screen on Shumpert. Tosses it to Foy. Shot to stop the drought. And play stops as it looks like they call it over the back here.
Ouch. 3 fouls for him already, and now if you're the coach, you got to think about sitting him down.
Thompson, he's checked in for the Cavaliers. .136 left in the first. Outside Williams. He dishes it to Shumpert. Over to the left wing. Dunleavy for 3. Robinson pulls it in. Brooklyn's gone 1 of 5 from downtown in the first quarter. Points out there have been hard to come by. Nice shot by Bennett.
And with that height advantage right there, he had a good, clear look at the basket.
The Cavaliers leading by 11. 1:04 left here in the opening quarter. Shumpert in the corner. The shot no good. The Nets go the other way with it.
If he can improve on what's been a shaky day for him thus far, they could stretch this lead out.
Foy, the pass to Vasquez. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And so the ball's out of bounds. Shumpert touched it last.
Well, close to picking that one off.
Still a nice play to make sure that pass didn't reach its target.
Smith checked in for the Cavaliers. Irving comes in for Mo Williams. .32 seconds left to play in the first.
You love the closeout on that possession.
Excellent defense, active, and he made it a very tough shot for him.
And it's out of bounds. The Nets will take it the other way. Kevin Love's checked in for Channing Frye. And then for Brooklyn, Lopez comes in for Robinson. And Hollis Jefferson subbed in for Vasquez. .24 seconds left in the first quarter. Dishes it to Lopez. And with that one, the lead is trimmed to single digits. Lopez has got 6 points. Now here is Smith. He's tightly guarded. Love outside. Seconds left. No luck.
You know, they don't score on that shot, but they're going to be happy with those kinds of possessions.
And so the first quarter is in the books. Cleveland ahead. They finish off the first quarter with a tremendous 17-6 run. It's the NBA on 2K Sports from Quicken Loans Arena. And we got a chance to hear from LeBron James about the hard work and preparation he brings into every game.
I go back and I'm able to, read the scouting report, and also when I get to the arena, I also watch more film on each and every guy that's going to be playing, guys that I know I may be, matched up against, throughout the night. So I'm not surprised by anything if it happens throughout the game. So it's a lot of preparation that goes in, to just one game, just trying to get one win, but that's what it takes in the NBA.
I think you'd have to say the preparation really shows on the court in his play, and rarely does he look surprised out there or caught off guard.
And Kevin, that's really just the mark of a total pro. And I don't think oftentimes the fans appreciate how much goes in terms of preparation. Some guys get it and some guys don't, but he's a perfect example of what proper preparation means in terms of preventing a poor performance.
Well, not exactly a close game so far, but as the second quarter starts here, plenty of time for a comeback. What stands out to you from the Cavaliers in this one?
I tell you what, defensively, they have been in tune with one another, as intense as I've seen.
Yeah, nice job helping out on the rotations and drives, doing really good work at the defensive end.
So for Brooklyn now, Brook Lopez is out there with Scola. Then it's Jeremy Lin, and it's Kilpatrick in at the 2 spot. On the free throw, no good. Well, safe to say that J.R. Smith has never been short on confidence, Clark, his entire career.
Yeah, he's always been a guy who could actually play with confidence and back it up. When he's hot from the floor, he can take over games single-handedly.
The Cavaliers leading by 9. Irving kicks to Love. To the inside. Thompson. Boom, he jams it straight down.
Boy, he threw out some punishment with that two-hand throwdown.
And Clark, now's the time to do it. Continue to attack that rim.
The Nets shooting 38% from the field. A pretty weak showing for them. Quarter number 2. We're about a minute in. Scola, a screen on Irving. Lynn kicks to Scola. It's rebounded by Cleveland. Thompson's got his 3rd rebound on the night. Irving against Lopez. Irving dishes to Smith. The 10-footer. And again, it's Cleveland.
And I like the job they've done with working the basketball. They've been moving and getting quality shots.
And, Greg, their field goal percentage reflects that. I mean, they've been the much better team shooting the ball. And you know me, shooting percentage, always a function of shot selection.
Outside, Lynn to the right side. Just 5 on the clock. That is good. The Cavaliers lead cut to just 11 on the basket from Lopez.
Huge hole in the defense that possession. He didn't waste any time cutting through it.
Now here's Love. The shot is off. Here's Lynn. He's coming off a 13-point game against the Thunder in Oklahoma City.
And also give him credit for his ability to pass the basketball. He was always looking for the open man.
Here's Irving following the three-pointer by Brooklyn. Smith kicks to Irving. Three-pointer. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. Irving's got 5.
Tit for tat right there, huh, guys?
Didn't take him long at all, fellas, to get those 3 points back.
And last season was one where Tristan Thompson transitioned from a starter to a bench role. Didn't let the move bother him and still put up solid numbers off the bench.
Now a timeout call by Brooklyn. Well, for Thompson, he was great off the bench. You're right, Greg, for the Cavs last year. Even earned some Clark's 6th Man of the Year consideration votes.
And deserved it because of how he played and his impact. He actually had his best year in terms of shooting efficiency. Shot a career-high 55% from the floor.
And the Cavaliers will go with a different look here. Channing Fries checked in for Tristan Thompson. James comes in for Kevin Love. Iman Shumpert is checked in for Smith. And Mo Williams subbed in for Kyrie Irving. And then for Brooklyn, Robinson's checked in for Lopez. Booker comes in for Luis Scola. And it's Foy in for Hollis Jefferson. Here's Kilpatrick. He has 5. Robinson goes in. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2.
And Thomas Robinson has been on a lot of teams here in his short time in the league. Not easy to find a spot when you're always getting moved.
And for Robinson, the trade's way on him as well. Clarkie said last season that he just wants to prove that he belongs here.
Well, you know, he's yet to find the right fit for a team, but the skill set is clearly there. I mean, he's an NBA player. There's no doubt about that. Looked great for Philadelphia near the end of the year as he got minutes with them.
Bennett's checked in for the Nets. Vasquez comes in for Jeremy Lin. So neither attempt will fall that time for him. The Cavaliers leading by 11. Williams passes to James. And Randy Foy gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul.
Yeah, that's a tough call right there, and really a tough break for the D.
Greg, no problem for me with that call. I mean, he was still sliding right there.
Now about 3 minutes gone in the second quarter of basketball. Shumpert dishes to Jefferson. Can't connect from short range.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Nets trail by 11. Now Vasquez. Bennett kicks to Vasquez. Pass to Booker. 5 on the clock from the baseline. The shot is off, and it's the Cavaliers taking it the other way. The Wizards on the road to face them after this game. That'll be the latter half of this 2-game homestand.
Boy, you got to love that assist by LeBron.
With the pass.
And almost 4 minutes gone here in the second quarter of play. And here's Vasquez. Bennett the pass to Vasquez. And there's a whistle that goes on him on Shumpert. That is his first foul of the game.
That's his first personal foul.
Here's Vasquez. There's the feed to Bennett. That falls. Great assist by Vasquez. Bennett's got his second bucket.
Boy, they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing that ball into the paint. Smash mouth basketball.
And Clark, it's a strategy that has served them well during the course of this first half.
Fry, good. Fry's got the lead up to 13 now for Cleveland.
Yeah, and their shooting really starting to pick up here in the second.
Yeah, and it should help them increase their separation here. I mean, this has been an impressive offensive output.
Now, here's Bennett to the left side wing. There's a good screen. Clock at 4. Here's Foy. They grab their own miss. They blow the whistle just as he gets it off. That's 2 points with a chance for another one at the stripe.
Just a grinder, always doing the dirty work on the offensive glass, and that's one of the things he brings to the table.
And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for Cleveland.
It looks like they're ready to run, fellas. I mean, they haven't hesitated at all to get out on the break so far.
Yeah, and one thing, Clark, I've noticed is how quick their hands have been tonight. Thanks to that, they've gotten a lot of points off of turnover.
LeBron dishes to Fry. Back to James. He feeds it to Fry. Stolen by Robinson. And here's the break. Now, here's Bennett, guarded by Shumpert. Inside. Pass to Foy. The 3-ball. Offensive rebound, Nets.
And he has slipped into a funk, Clark. You can see the confidence is shaken.
Yeah, it really is. I mean, he's very much deflated. The basket looks a lot smaller to him at this point, and the only way you can get out of it is to work yourself out of it.
For Cleveland, they have gone 5 of 7 from the free throw line in the game.
Only shooting 71 really on the season, so there is plenty of room for improvement.
You know, the numbers from the line, guys, are close to where they were last year, but just a tad worse, so not too bad.
Cavs were one of the top teams in the East last year, and it was in large part to how strong they were at home.
Boy, did they shoot it well from beyond the arc at home, Kevin. I mean, top 3 in the league in terms of three-point shooting. It does help to have LeBron, doesn't it?
It does. That is a factor.
And, you know, for the Cavs at home, they ended with 31 wins there. Second best record in the East in that regard. A lot of those wins actually came after the All-Star break.
Yeah, foolish play. He's got to be thinking out there.
Which he clearly wasn't on that play. Or maybe he was thinking just about something other than basketball.
Well, speaking of thinking, back home, guys, we call that a good old-fashioned brain freeze.
Here's Bennett. The fast break ends at the rim with a jam.
And guys got careless with the ball there, and the turnover leads to the big stuff.
Once he came upright with the steal, he went straight on the attack.
That's exactly the way to do it, too, Kevin. Go hard to the bucket and don't let them set up the defense.
Ball's knocked loose and stolen by Bennett. Inside, deflects the pass. It's stolen by Dunleavy. And here's the fast break. And finished off by LeBron.
Agility leads to thievery there as he got his hand in there to get the steal. Intelligent play to immediately start the break.
And Clark, that's been the story of this game so far. I mean, they cannot hand over any more easy points in the open floor. And how about the Cavs last season? 18 straight home wins for them. Third longest home win streak in their history. And that home winning streak helped them jump from the middle of the playoff pack to the 2 seed.
Yeah, that's got them over the limit, and it's still early. They'll have to play smart, or they could give up a lot of free throws.
Taking 2 shots.
Shooting 2. Shooting 2.
And that one misses.
Boy, and for Randy Foye, I thought it was a big bounce-back year for him last season. His points per game were the highest they've been in 5 years, and his field goal percentage was the highest it's been in 5 years as well.
Good on the second free throw. Talking about Randy Foye last year, one difference is that he started almost every game, 78 the most in his career. That may have given him, Greg, additional confidence. Who knows?
Well, where I was impressed, Kevin, with his improvement was as a facilitator and rebounder. He seemed to lose his mojo for a few years in there, but last season, I really feel like he got it back.
There's the dish to Bennett. 6 to shoot. Brooklyn needs to get off a shot here. Good on that shot, and with that, the Cavalier lead is cut down now to just 10 points with that basket from Foye. Williams kicks to James. To the paint, puts up the baby hook, and fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2. Well, you know your low post players are going to take a lot of trips to the foul line. So it helps to have big men who can drain free throws like this group can. You look at Fry, 4th in the league, and as consistent as they come at the free throw line.
That is a very confident group of players at the free throw line. We haven't seen them struggle there as some of their brothers in the big man fraternity have.
Well, you know, I want to be careful about making a blanket statement here. There are a lot of big guys who are really steady at the line. And this group proves that size is not a hindrance when it comes to free throw prowess.
That free throw, no good.
Free throws haven't been too kind to them here in the second quarter. I mean, you have the lead with the ability to extend that lead. In order for that to happen, you've got to make your free throws.
And he's good on the second.
And one problem with the Cavs last season was they put immediate pressure on themselves. A part of that was the trade for Kevin Love.
Here's Kilpatrick. He has 5. He kicks it to Vasquez. Puts up a 3, but they get it back. The Cavaliers leading by 11. Feeds it to Shumpert. For 3, Dunleavy. Puts up the baby hook, and it goes as the official calls the foul. Count it. He'll shoot one more at the free throw line.
That's his 3rd personal foul. 5th team foul.
A different look now for Cleveland. Tristan Thompson, he's checked in for Fry. Love comes in for LeBron. And Kyrie Irving subbed in for Mo Williams. And then for Brooklyn, Luis Scola. He's checked in for Trevor Booker. Hollis Jefferson comes in for Vasquez. And it's Jeremy Lin in for Randy Foye. Now here's Lin. Looking at his point production, he averages almost 8 points a game. And the rejection by Love. Irving drives in to the middle. Outside jumper. Tries from 10. And it's Irving missing. Nets trail by 14. Lynn the pass to Scola. A basket good off the assist from Lynn. Lynn's got 3 assists tonight. Cleveland's gone 1 of 2 on 3-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Irving. Lopez with the block. Lynn with it. Outside Scola. And there's the pass to Kilpatrick. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. It cuts the lead to single digits. And it's 6 points here for Lynn.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
Everybody on the same page, completely in sync. Tremendous communication and awareness.
Love with the buckets.
Defensively, I think they've got to do a better job of bodying them up.
Clearly, they've been outclassed in the paint, really at both ends of the floor.
Lopez, a screen on Irving. Irving against Lynn. Lopez a screen. The high post shot. And too long on the shot.
And that's the battle they haven't been winning today. Their work on the glass has been porous, and that's got to change.
Yeah, no question about it. I mean, as they're looking to battle back, that's one of the key elements. You got to rebound. Great assist that time by Kyrie Irving.
Nets trail by 14. Scola passes to Hollis Jefferson. Scola sets a screen for Lynn. Over to the wing. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Scola. No luck. Good D by Irving.
Boy, there was no hand in his face right there. I thought for sure he was going to knock that down.
It's deflected. Pass to Kilpatrick. Lopez inside. He's guarded by Love. Lopez with the buckets.
Cavaliers timeout.
So timeout called here, the first for Cleveland. Nets were the hottest team and story a few years back, certainly, but last season they were put up for sale, surprisingly to some, Clark, midway through the year.
Yeah, that was odd timing given the new arena and rebranding. I mean, you would think after all that effort to rebuild the team, you would see it through.
And for the Nets being put up for sale, a big part of it was they were a team that was supposed to compete for titles. And since the move to Brooklyn, they have had trouble going deep in the playoffs.
And Cleveland making a change here. Smith is checked in. .121 left to play in the first half.
And you know, with Brooklyn, I don't think anybody wants to take over a team in a rebuild mode. I mean, that's what the Nets seem to be looking at for the next few seasons. They had their shot, went all in with some of their decisions, unfortunately came up short.
Irving can't hit.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
Lynn with it, guarded now by Irving. Here's Hollis Jefferson. He's coming off a 10-point game against Oklahoma City. Fires from 14. No good off the front iron.
You know, they're not totally dominating the glass, but they're definitely doing enough to keep this lead right where it is.
Yeah, but they've separated themselves, Clark, in a number of categories. Rebounds just being one of them.
Now here's Lynn. Following the miss by J.R. Smith. Lopez kicks to Lynn. Thompson with the rebound.
He's been wayward and just off on about everything he's put up in this period.
Smith gets it to go on the assist by Dunleavy. And it's 7 points for Smith.
Boy, after having a tough time in the first, he's managed to turn it around nicely this quarter.
Lynn dishes to Lopez. Can't get it to go. Good D by Thompson. Dunleavy for 3, and it would have counted had it fallen, but it's offline. And that does it for the first half of play. Cavaliers lead by 14. And now we'll send it down to Doris Burke, who's standing by courtside.
Yes, Kevin, I'm here with LeBron, and you obviously have been very productive. How pleased are you with where you're getting the basketball and how you're scoring?
I'm very pleased with my individual performance right now, but not so pleased with how I'm trying to help our teammates. I got to do a better job of trying to get our teammates in the flow, as well as keep myself in a good group too. So hopefully I can do a better job of that in the second half.
LeBron, thank you. Kevin, he can't do it by himself.
Thank you, Doris. And we'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. We've been watching a pretty lopsided game through the first half, that's for sure. I'm Ernie Johnson, joined again by Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. LeBron James had it going on in the first quarter. He had 12 points, 2 assists, and 4 rebounds. Kenny, your thoughts? How are the Cavaliers playing?
Well, it comes down to confidence. From the opening tip, these guys had that swag. They had the attitude that you can't beat us, we can only beat ourselves.
And over to Shaq. What do you think about Brooklyn?
On defense, they've been all over the place, especially when it comes time to protecting the rim. They struggle in a lot of areas, but they got to toughen up inside. It's a tough matchup for them right now, but that interior presence has to improve if they want to chip away at that deficit.
All right, that is going to wrap up our halftime report, as it's just about time for the start of the third quarter.
Welcome back, everybody. Third quarter just about to get going here in what has been so far a runaway game.
What a game for LeBron. 12 points, and he was able to come up with 1 steal, too.
You know what? He's been a difference maker defensively today, Clark. He's disrupted more plays than the stat sheet will show.
J.R. Smith and LeBron at the 2 and 3. Kevin Love out there with Thompson. And it's Irving at the point guard position. That's the group starting the second half for Tyronn Lue.
And with room like that off the pick, you have got to knock that one down.
Well, they did everything right, Greg. They executed. All you want is a good look at the basket. Sometimes the shots just don't fall.
The Cavaliers leading by 12. Love outside. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for 1 more.
Yeah, terrific play right there. Great strength to finish through the contact.
That's exactly how it should be done. Get the bump, concentrate on the shot, and you'll get the bucket too.
Well, last season would be one where Kevin Love played a different role, saw his numbers decline, but that was, I think, especially with LeBron and Kyrie, much better players than he ever had in Minnesota. That was to be expected.
It's a great point, Kevin. And Love dropped about 10 points per game in terms of his output. The field goal percentage as well as three-point percentage was down, but still, he traded it all to be on a winning team. And I really feel like his numbers will start to go up as he makes the adjustment to playing with great players.
Good point. Now, here is Irving, following the miss by Brook Lopez.
And he could be the guy to put this game out of reach.
Nets trail by 18. Now a timeout called by Brooklyn. Kyrie Irving may be the best ball handler in the league. There are a lot of guys with a good handle. He is definitely in the top 5. If not, he's got to be in the conversation.
And arguably the most talented player at his position. I mean, he can get wherever he wants to on the court. He's athletic, an unbelievable finisher as well. I think that's something that oftentimes gets underrated. Maybe the best finisher in the game.
Agreed. Now a timeout called by Brooklyn.
And, Kyrie Irving really ambidextrous as a ball handler because you can't play him to one side, and he's ambidextrous as a finisher, too. He's so creative and crafty. Terrific at the rim with both hands.
Let's go quickly over to Doris Burke for an update.
I was able to listen in on what the Nets coach was going over with his team. He told them to always have their eyes up, always be looking for passing lanes and ways to get the ball into the low post. That was the brunt of his message. He also wants them to concentrate on working as a team at the offensive end. Passing, patience, and teamwork. Those were the messages. coach was not wasting any time in altering their strategy here in the second half. And Kevin, he's going to have to hope those changes take effect quickly.
All right, Doris, just 5 to shoot. A second chance effort. Scola, no luck.
It has not been an ideal start to the second half. They've missed 3 of their first 4.
Here's Love. Smith on the wing. A rebound by the Nets.
And one thing about Irving's ball handling, he does a great job of protecting the ball. A very low rate of turnovers for a player as aggressive as he is on the bounce.
Lynn. Here's Kilpatrick. Here's Lynn. And they convert at last on attempt number 3.
Hard to get that one off with the size difference there. That makes it a tough individual matchup for him, especially down low.
Well, took on the big guys going in there and challenging them like he did. But, boy, that was a nice job. Boy, Kevin Love certainly is one of the best passing big men in the league.
Nets trail by 18. Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. Lynn with it. Guarded now by Irving. It's Scola with the drive. The basket good off the assist from Lynn. And it's 6 points for Luis Scola.
Textbook, nice pass, great catch, even better finish.
LeBron passes to Irving. Kicks it to Thompson. It's a pick by Love. Here's Irving. Some solid defense there from Lynn.
That's terrific defense right there to prevent from converting in close.
Scola, a screen on LeBron. Pass to Hollis Jefferson. Scola at the elbow. Wide open. And again, it's Brooklyn converting.
Wow, he was just wide open there. That's way too easy.
The Cavaliers leading by 14. Now, here is Irving. He's got 8. The screen from Thompson. Love kicks to Thompson. Good D by Lopez.
And this is why you need good defenders on the interior to contest shots.
Yeah, Greg, making every shot a hard one, even the shots in close.
Here's Kilpatrick. He's got 7. Lynn's shot is off.
It just hasn't been a very good day for him, guys. They need him to start varying some of those.
And finished off by LeBron.
No doubt that is within his range.
Well, I would hope so. He's a pro, and it was only a 1-footer. Come on now.
Now Lynn. He's got 8. Cavs were poised to make a huge run last year in the playoffs. Swept the Celtics in the first round, but it cost them.
Yeah, and even though they did get that sweep, they lose Kevin Love for the rest of the way, and that put a big hurdle in their quest for the title.
Scola, no luck.
There's no getting around the simple fact that that's a shot he has to knock down.
Irving kicks to Love, and he takes the feed in stride and slams it home.
He always knows where his teammate's going to be, and Kevin, that will let him put the ball where he wants it, right waiting for him. No denying it, injuries were a big part of the storyline in the Cavs postseason. Fortunately, LeBron James was otherworldly after the first round. Took care of the Bulls, then went on to sweep the Hawks to get back to the finals.
Now here's Scola, following the miss by Kyrie Irving.
We've seen a noticeable improvement out of him since halftime. He didn't have a whole lot working in the first half.
The drive by Smith. No good. The Nets go the other way with it.
And for the Cavs last season, their toughest test would be in the finals against the Warriors. Like every other team, they just couldn't handle the Warriors for a full series. A great run to the finals, and surely they'll want to return there this season.
6 on the shot clock. There's Lynn with the 3. And James pulls it down. LeBron's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Here's Irving. Yes, and it's Smith with the assist that time. And that's 10 points for Kyrie Irving.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
That's right. 5 of their last 6 makes were on the interior. They've established their inside presence.
Now here's Lynn. He's got 8. Lopez dishes to Lynn. Lopez a screen. Can't get it to go. Good D by Irving.
Well, I think he kind of alligator armed that one, short stroked it. After doing a nice job to get open, he didn't finish the shot.
And again, it's Cleveland.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Purposeful passing it is, partner. Their last 10 points have all come off assists.
Now here's Lynn. Looking at his point production, he averages almost 8 points a game. They double him with Love. Scola passes to Lynn. Screen by Scola. And a wide open look for Lynn. They get it back. Here's Lopez. Makes it off the glass. Lopez has got 12 points in the game.
And he's really shot the ball well, but it hasn't been contagious.
Irving kicks to LeBron. And it's a defensive 3-second violation. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Cavaliers.
Guys, the passing we've seen from them has been tremendous. Very unselfish.
Yeah, but I also like the balance because they're doing a great job of getting inside and converting around the rim. I really like their aggressiveness.
Free throw, good, Irving. Well, what a season for Kyrie Irving last year. Huge moments for him. A 57-point outburst against San Antonio. That was a new franchise record for the Cavs.
I think a lot of it was finally being able to play with other All-Stars, quite honestly, Kevin. But you can't discount the work Irving put into the offseason to be ready for the regular season.
Now here's Shumpert. 12 points for him.
Not too much congestion in the lane. I think he could have gotten a better shot that time, no question.
And here's Foy. He dishes it to Robinson. Here's Vasquez. His three-pointers off the mark.
And for Irving, he did come into last year hot. I mean, he won the MVP in international play while with Team USA.
Love, no luck. Nets trail by 17. Clark, some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, they need a basket just to regain some momentum here, Kevin.
Hey, get ready!
There's a screen by Robinson. Foy dishes to Robinson. An easy layup after coming off the pick.
And for Kyrie, taking home the MVP in a Team USA tourney like that, it's a huge ego boost. I mean, of all the stars on that team, he shined the brightest, and I think that's going to help his confidence for this year.
Here's Jefferson, following the basket by Thomas Robinson. That's good. And the Cavaliers lead by 17.
He's got to be a little embarrassed for joining the Paratroopers Club on that pump fake.
Vasquez with it. Here's the screen. Nets passing it around. Robinson misses. The Cavaliers leading by 17. Jefferson attacking. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line.
And for Kevin Love last season, he didn't want to be called a stretch four, but the numbers suggest he was exactly that. Nearly 1 out of every 2 shots he took was from 3, a much higher ratio than at any other time in his career.
All right, now, take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
No good on that one. As Greg was talking about Clark, back to Love, it wasn't his choice to camp out from 3 last year. It was designed that way to create operating space for both LeBron and Kyrie.
Yeah, and you think about it, it's hard to ask a successful post player not to play to his strengths, but Love made the sacrifice, and I don't think he gets enough credit for that, Kevin.
Dunleavy's check in for Shumpert. That one is no good. Not much to complain about for Brooklyn fans with the Nets' road play last year. Looked pretty much the same as they did at home.
And, Kevin, that can cut both ways. I mean, the Nets were 19-22 on the road. Exactly the same record they had at Barclays.
Now, here is Ford. Robinson kicks to Bennett. Robinson up top. At the top of the key, Vasquez. Fires for three. Cavaliers with the rebound.
And for the Nets, on the road, they did have some differences. As a team, they shot better on the road than at home by a significant margin.
Here's Dunleavy. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. Fry. It's good. Great play by Williams to set it up. Williams has got 3 assists tonight.
They haven't been as aggressive from outside as they were in the first half. They're playing smart with the lead. I like that. They're being very selective and deliberate in their offense. That's a good strategy when you're on top. You know, overall, the Nets had the same road record as they did at home. But late last year, they were the only team with more road wins than home wins. That was the case until their final game of the season, actually.
That pass into the paint, that is a work of art there, dead on target.
Nets trail by 19. Vasquez kicks to Bennett. Dishes to Foy. Over to the left wing. The feed to Robinson. Jefferson with the double team. Here's Booker. Played in with a nice touch off the glass.
And that's exactly what they're going for on that shot.
The Cavaliers leading by 17. Williams kicks to Fry. And it's thrown down hard with both hands.
Textbook, nice pass, great catch, even better finish.
With the pass.
We've got 1:13 left in the third. Pass to Bennett. There's a screen. He feeds it to Foy. To the left wing. There's the dish to Bennett. Randy Foy is on the way. Releases. But they'll get another chance. Feeds it to Booker. 41 seconds left to play here in the third. Foy, the pass to Vasquez. Randy Foy is on the way. He kicks to Booker. The second chance effort. Now the pass to Bennett. He dishes it to Booker. Knocks it loose. Now here's Vasquez. He's guarded by Williams. Now here's Vasquez. Inside. A nice shot by Booker. Booker's got 4 this quarter. Here is Williams. Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits, it may be difficult to overcome. Cavaliers ahead, leading by 17. And we're just moments away from the start of the fourth quarter. Stay with us.
I realize this. Respect this here. Check. I realize this.
And we're rolling here again with the fourth quarter. Might not come down to the wire, but you never know. Nets trail by 17. And Brooklyn looking who they've got. They've got Jeremy Lin. Brook Lopez is out there with Trevor Booker. And it's Hollis Jefferson in at the 3 slot. Now Cleveland moving it up. And slam dunk by Shumpert.
That's a terrific sequence at both ends of the floor. They block the shot and recover it for the fast break finish.
Here is Lin. Passes it to Kilpatrick. Lopez a screen. Kicks it to Booker. Pass to Hollis Jefferson. The feed to Lopez. Cavaliers with the rebound. Thompson's got 9 rebounds now tonight. The Cavaliers leading by 19 points. And Shumpert kicks to James. Out to Smith. To the inside. Shumpert. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up.
And one thing about Tristan Thompson, he is an absolute terror on the offensive glass. Was top 5 in that category last year, despite playing less than 27 minutes a game. Does a terrific job with anticipation of the carom and uses his gigantic wingspan to just go up and reel it in. Terrific motor and nose for the glass.
Luis Scola, he's checked in for Booker. So he makes 1 of 2 as the second one misses. Greg, you were talking about Tristan Thompson. LeBron came out and said he's one of the best pick-and-roll defenders in the NBA. And Clark, that's high praise from the King.
No doubt. I mean, Thompson is an emerging force. If he could just develop his shooting stroke a little more, then you're talking about a very, very valuable player.
Good point.
Really good job there. That's the definition of the inside-out game.
LeBron up top. Dishes it to Smith. The screen from Thompson. Irving against Len. Shot clock at 5. Shumpert gets a wide open look. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. Irving's got 6 assists in the game. Irving against Len. Pass to Kilpatrick. Puts up a 3. Cavaliers with the rebound. Thompson's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Irving dishes to Thompson. Back to Irving.
You know, it hasn't always been the case in the NBA, but the parity is at a great spot right now. Every team can compete for a title or end up last in their conference, it seems. It's something the NBA wanted and ultimately now has achieved.
And here is Lynn after J.R. Smith getting his 3 to go. And it's Kilpatrick missing.
When he's wide open like that, he'll rarely miss those.
Outside Irving. He feeds it to Shumpert. The dish to Smith. And another 3 for Cleveland. And speaking of NBA parity, it's impossible to go from last to first in a single year, but it can happen in a 3-year span.
And that's all you really want from a fan's perspective. To illustrate the parity, all 4 teams in the conference finals from last year were different from the year before.
James kicks to Thompson. Shoots from 12. A shot by LeBron, no good. For Brooklyn, they've gone 1 of 5 from the field here in the 4th. A lot of misses, just the 1 make. Scola left side. The basket good off the assist from Lynn. 14 points for Luis Scola.
Boy, what a slick job of passing from Jeremy Lin on that.
Irving passes to Thompson. They swipe it. In transition, here come the Nets. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
Looking at the game for Lopez, he has 12 points and 2 blocks. You know, as tremendous as his stats are, what I've liked most is just the effort he's put into this game.
And Clark, he's worked his tail off at the offensive end, and his D, it has been on point.
Shooting 2. Shooting 2.
That's good from Lopez.
Oh my God. Brook Lopez, guys, started the season as the starting center for the Nets last year, but it didn't end up that way.
And Cleveland making a change here. Love's checked in. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. Lopez ended up coming off the bench for the Nets for a stretch last season. There was a lot of debate, Clark, if that was the right role for him.
Kevin, clearly there were differing opinions because as soon as it happened, every GM called Brooklyn up to see if Lopez was available.
And it's sent back by Lopez. Lynn against Smith. Feeds to Scola and stolen by Love. And Smith with a clear path to the hoop. Throws down the breakaway jam.
Quick hands on the steal and then just mad hops on the slam.
Great sequence for them defensively and Clark offensively.
Well, one usually leads to the other, Kevin. That's just good, aggressive, attacking basketball at both ends.
Here is Lynn following the score by Cleveland.
And, you know, the NBA loves to experiment with different rules in different ways. The D-League last season used international rules for goaltending. And that small change makes a huge impact on the defensive end. Wow, the floor just really opened up for him on that possession.
Yeah, I mean, I'm all for good offense, but that was just a terrible reaction from the defense.
And Harris wide open. He shoots the basket good off the assist from Lynn.
Boy, I tell you what, he loves getting looks like that from the three-point line. No one near him. That's a warm-up jumper for him.
And for the international rules of goaltending, players are allowed to touch the ball after it hits the iron, even if it is over the cylinder.
I'm not sure if the NBA is going to adapt that rule, but I think it wouldn't be a big deal to adapt it because there aren't a lot of times that play happens in the game. I think it would be a small percentage of those plays over the course of the season.
Here's Harris. And again, Brooklyn with the triple.
A lot of space right there to get that shot off.
Not a very good job of the defender getting over the top of that screen in that particular play.
Now, here is Irving. And Tristan Thompson gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul for the Cavaliers. Anderson, he's checked in for Thompson. And Jones subbed in for LeBron. And a change for the Nets. McCullough's checked in. Here is Lynn. Shot from free throw range. Jump shot is good that time.
That's a terrific move to the basket. The defense played that one well, but it didn't make any difference.
Irving dishes to Love. That's in. He's 7 for 12 now in the game.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now, Greg, they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
And stolen by Irving. Smith kicks to Love. Another miss by Love. For Brooklyn, they've gone 5 of 10, 50% from the field. Outside, Lynn. He kicks it to Harris. There's a screen. And J.R. Smith picks up the foul. That's his first foul.
And one thing that I know a lot of fans are worried about is NBA jerseys with ads on them. It's something the NBA has explored more in-depth recently and would be another stream of revenue for the league.
Thompson, he's checked in for Cleveland. James comes in for Jones. Here's Lopez. Nets passing it around. Here's Hollis Jefferson. Love grabs the board. Love's got his 5th rebound in this one. And with the ads on the jerseys, it isn't something that would sit well with the fans probably, but around the globe, almost every other league in the world has ads on their jerseys.
You know, the NBA has shown that they're willing to try new things with jerseys, much like they've looked at other issues. It started with the sleeve jerseys, and advertisements is just another area they're exploring.
Here's Lynn. J.R. Smith making his last shot. Lopez, no up. Cleveland's gone 2 for 2 from three-point land to start the 4th quarter. Irving passes to Love. LeBron kicks to Irving. That's in for his 5th field goal of the game. Makes him 5 for 12 so far.
And the interior D is really starting to be exposed here. How many layups have they gotten today?
Lynn dishes to Lopez. Now the pass to Hollis Jefferson. Back to Lopez. Takes the 13-footer, and it's off the back rim. No good. Cleveland's gone 6 of 11 when they've taken the three-point shot tonight. Very respectable. Smith kicks to LeBron. Back to Smith for the three. Good, and the assist goes to LeBron. James has got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. They really want to find that igniter here.
Yeah, that's right. Kevin, the offense has basically been running in place.
They got to get going. Now here's Lin.
Well, Jeremy Lin in this one, he's got 10 points, and the assist numbers, tremendous.
His court vision is on par with anybody. I mean, he could not pass the ball any better than he is right now. You know, guys, coaching in the NBA is not for the faint of heart. Very little job security. I mean, in essence, you get hired to be fired. Let's face it, it's hard to make a bunch of millionaires do what you tell them to when they might be around longer than you will.
The first one falls for the Cavaliers. Dunleavy's checked in for Love. Jefferson comes in for Smith. And Mo Williams subbed in for Irving. Thomas Robinson, he's checked in for Brooklyn. Bennett comes in for Luis Scola. He doesn't get the second one.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
In transition, here come the Nets. Here's Hollis Jefferson. And so he earns a trip to the line. Official saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2. And speaking of coaching, sometimes you'll hear that the coach lost the team. When that happens, is that it, Clark? What's your read on that?
You know, I don't quite buy that. I think it's really rare. Winning can cover up a lot of things, and ultimately it does come down to that, being able to smooth out the rough spots, and winning is the best elixir for that.
Brown, he's checked in for the Nets. That's off as well, so he misses both.
Well, there were a few complaints last season about how the playoff seeding was done, most notably in the Western Conference. Portland was the 4th seed for winning their division, but without that division win, would have been the 6th seed.
Dunleavy up top. He's covered by Bennett, and it's going to be out of bounds. The Cavaliers will retain possession. Five to shoot. Here's Dunleavy. The rebound by the Nets. Into the playoffs last year with Portland being a division winner, but getting that 4th seed, that played a huge role in this conversation about playoff seeding structure. San Antonio would end up playing the Clippers in the first round, even though both had better records than the Blazers.
Kevin, no doubt it's a tricky situation. Listen, you want to reward teams for winning their division, but every so often it comes at the expense of several other teams, like it did last year, who just play in stronger divisions. So I think that's something that the league is going to have to look at moving forward.
Here's Brown. Tristan Thompson picking up that last bucket. Brown against Williams. Now here's Brown. Defense is right there. From deep. And they'll turn it over. Could not get off a shot. 24-second violation.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
And really a reflection of their superior effort level to this point. It seems to me they've gone after this win a little bit more.
The Nets making a switch here. Vasquez comes in. LeBron drives in. Rolls right in. He is 8 for 11 with that shot.
His shooting has been outstanding. Definitely one of the reasons they're up in this game.
Here's Vasquez. They get a hand on it.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for the Cavaliers.
And they could do no wrong today, Steve. That's right. This was a team performing to its Clark fullest capabilities.
Yeah, and a very satisfying win for them, too. A game to remember, and on the other side, definitely one you want to forget as soon as possible.
And this will be a big win for them. Lucky win number 13 now in the bag.
And they'll take the win tonight, setting the tone in the first matchup of this 4-game season series.
And it will be a fight, Greg. When you see an opponent that many times, it's inevitable that those games take on a little extra added meaning for the players.
No surprise here, just a big-time performance for James. You look at the energy he brought on both ends of the floor, and it's easy to see why he was a difference maker. You know what? They're winning, though, despite the fact that he has just been really off.
Passes to Hollis Jefferson. The screen from Brown. Now here's Vasquez. James covering. Shot clock at 5. Jefferson with some nice D. And here are the Cavaliers. They're on a 17-5 run. LeBron kicks to Williams. So we see the Cavaliers taking the win here. They poured it on tonight, Clark. A dominant showing in front of a crowd that loved every minute of it.
I don't think they have anything but positives to take away from this win. Offensively, defensively, every aspect of the game, it all went right for them.
And now let's catch up with Doris Burke, who's standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Kevin, you guys had a tremendous second half. What were the things that had to happen to win this game?
No, we all contributed tonight, and if we have a well-balanced, scoring and we're efficient on both ends, we usually end up winning the game. And, like you said, the second half was big for us tonight.
It takes 5 guys to win it in the NBA. Kevin, thanks for your time. Back to the table.
All right, Doris, great job. Thanks so much. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. This is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for tuning in. Now we send you to the award-winning Ernie Johnson, who's standing by in our studio.
The 2K Sports post-game show.
Welcome back, Ernie Johnson, along with Shaq and Kenny the Jet. Let's quickly move forward now to the presentation of our Jordan Player of the Game, LeBron James.
I can't imagine a player having a better night from the field than he had tonight. His shooting percentage was off the charts. He used every trick in the book to get those high percentage shots. He shot from every direction, and there was a little bit of luck here and there, but he was on fire.
We all know, anytime you got LeBron James on the floor, he's going to bring that will to win. He has so many tools in his arsenal he can throw at you, not to mention his defense. Literally, any night he can take over a game. Tonight we saw King James exert his will on the game.
And folks, that'll wrap it up for tonight. We hope you enjoyed the game. For Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith, Kevin Harlan, and the entire 2K Sports crew, I'm Ernie Johnson. Have a good evening.